Hello, morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is your United Uncle. Today we're going to talk about Jordan Sancho, the star boy, the rise of Jordan Sancho, even the falling of Jordan Sancho. We're going to talk of what he has managed to achieve, and also we're going to talk about his controversy, off-field controversy. So just give me a bit of your time. Jordan Sancho was born 25 March 2000, in the year of 2000, from parents who came from Trinidad and Tobago. He was born in England, in the Greater Manchester. Sancho started at Watford junior team. From Watford junior team, he went to Man City junior team. And as you all know, Man City junior team, they sold him to Dortmund. He went to Dortmund the year 2017, from 2017 to 2021, where he managed to play 104 games during a period of 3 seasons, scoring 38. He had a lot of assists. He was doing well at Dortmund. That's when Manchester United thought of bringing him. We tried to bring him the year before. We couldn't because of the price. Then we went again the next season. Then we managed to acquire Sancho for a fee of more than 70 million. Everyone was excited. Everyone was happy that we got the star boy. He came to Manchester United. He played a total of about 58 games as of time of recording, scoring 9 goals in the Premier League. He went again to Dortmund for a loan because there was issues with Ten Hag and stuff. At Dortmund, he managed to play 14 games, scoring 2 in the process. He managed to play in the final of the Champions League, and they lost in that final. But he did very well. Now, as we speak, he's at a loan spell at Chelsea. He has scored 2 goals. But people of Chelsea are not really happy with the guy. They're not really happy with the Jordan Sancho at the moment. He started well, but now he's not producing what he was producing before. Because like in the last 10 games, he have managed to have 1 assist in 10 games. So I don't know what's happening with Sancho. He starts well, but it doesn't end well. Sancho has had a lot of controversies in his time of play. He has had the recent controversy with the Ten Hag. Ten Hag was asked, it was the week towards the Arsenal game, he was asked, is Sancho playing? He said Sancho is not going to play in this game because he didn't train well. Jordan Sancho is not going to play in this game because he didn't what? He didn't train well. And surprise, surprise, Sancho replied on social media. It was bad of him, being someone who's a professional, to reply on social media to say that the coach is lying. He's being made a scapegoat. So that thing on its own, Ten Hag didn't like it. He wanted a public apology. The way Sancho sent on social media that he's been made a scapegoat. He wanted Sancho to use the same platform to apologize, but Sancho didn't want. There's a recent interview by Benny McCarthy, who was the attacking coach at that time. He said he even talked to Sancho to say, Sancho, can you just say sorry? The coach wants to say sorry, but the coach didn't lie. He didn't like what you were seeing in training. But as you know, these players, they've got more credit than the coach. I blame the current ex-players, those who are in media. I always talk about it. I blame those people. Recently, there's a story about the Paul Scholes criticizing Martinez. Martinez have to answer again in a bad way to Paul Scholes that you won't survive in a Argentinian league. So we see that the things which these ex-players are saying to our current players, it's affecting their play, it's affecting, and sometimes they support them in place of supporting the coach, because the coach is the one in charge. The coach, if he feels that you are not suitable to play this match, who are we to criticize? Because the coach is the one who's doing that job. Who are we to criticize the coach? That's how I think. Sancho have been allowed to be away for a period of 4 months. Manchester United paying everything. He was dealing with his mental breakdown. There was something happening in his personal life. Manchester United gave him 4 months to go and deal with his mental capacity. He went to Holland, everything was sorted. Then he came back, he started to play. But to this day, he is not grateful to what Manchester United have done to him. They've tried to help him. What I'm seeing is that they were not supposed to disclose to people what they did to Sancho. They were not supposed to disclose. They were not supposed to tell people that we sent Jordan Sancho on this journey. We sent Jordan Sancho to do this. They were not supposed to do it. So I'm sure that's where the breakdown of relations started with Sancho. Sancho is not new to controversy. Even at one time at the England, there have been issues with the Gareth Southgate when he was called at England. That's why even at his peak, Sancho was not being called England. He's called maybe the last minute, or maybe when there's injuries or what. And even if he's there, he doesn't play. You see that recent Euros when they missed the penalties. It was him, Rashford, and Saka when they missed the penalties. He didn't even play that tournament, but they brought him to come and kick a spot kick, and he missed again. So he was having issues with Gareth Southgate. They were having issues with Gareth Southgate. They were not like in good terms. It was all because of his attitude. He's got issues of coming late to training. He's got issues of not being punctual. We see even at Dortmund, he have been under internal sanctions because of coming late again one time at Dortmund. So it's not new. So I'm sure maybe some of those things have been happening. I remember also those clips which Manchester United are now showing. Those, if someone is watching this, go and check the first training session when Sancho came back now on loan. After they came back from what do you call that one? Their camp in America, their preseason tour. Check the first training session when players are coming in. Check what happened to Sancho. Sancho came late running. I don't know, was it for people to see that Sancho comes late? There's a video, those videos which they're showing people coming to say hello, hello, hello. Sancho came running after everyone was already in. So I don't know, is it the thing which he's always doing, or is just the media, or is just people who are against Sancho? Also, social media has been the problem. He commented that Ten Hag issue. There have been other comments before. Now, recently, Marcus Rashford put a comment, is it on Twitter or I don't know which platform he put it, thanking the Aston Villa crowd, about the match, how they were welcoming him, everything like that. Then what did Sancho do? He texted freedom. So in other words, he's portraying that if you go away from Manchester United, you are free to do what you want. I don't think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a good thing from a player who's being paid by Manchester. Remember, he's at Chelsea, but Manchester also paying part of his wages. I didn't like that comment. He commented freedom. And surprise, surprise, we've got ex-players like Rio Ferdinand supporting what Sancho has done. So supporting nonsense, supporting this type of character is the one which makes our players spoiled, is the one which makes our players not to work hard. That's my take. That's what I think about this whole situation. Many people are not happy about the comment about Sancho when he said freedom, replying to posting on top of Marcus Rashford post. Let me talk about his game, Sancho. We've talked about the controversies and everything. Let me start with the strength. Very good in dribbling, close control. The boy is always on his feet. Very creative. He's got a vision of seeing a pass. He's able to do small passes. His technical skill is high. You compare him to none. He's a very good technical player. Composure in front of goal. He just doesn't shoot. Remember that Liverpool goal where Bruno Fernandes was pointing, shoot at the corner. Yeah, he's very composed when he's in front of goal. Versatility, it's very good. Links up play, passing, breaking the lines, very good in that. That is a player. Sancho is a very good player. Believe it or not, Sancho is a very good player. Now the disadvantages, which maybe people like Ten Hag and other coaches they don't like about Sancho. Work rate is not known to be defensive. He's not known to work hard. He just like it easy. That's his inconsistent. He can play a good match today, then 3 games he's not playing nice. He's not consistent. Mentality and discipline. We can see with all these social media posts and all these off-ball activities, we can see that the guy is not disciplined. Pace is not a fast player. He just relies on passing. He relies on the ball to move. He relies on the ball to be going. Him is not someone, if you can put him in space or you want to play counter-attack, you rely on Sancho. He's not a speedy winger. He's just a skillful winger. He also suffers to adapt. That's why when he went to Dortmund, he plays well. Because Dortmund, they were playing passing football. They were maintaining the possession. Now, when it comes to Manchester, which is more of a counter-attacking team, he was suffering because he's not used to running a lot. He's used to make the ball work, which is some of his disadvantages. He's not able to adapt to what's needed. With a different style of play. But otherwise, in general, if you are to rate Sancho, he's an above average player. He's a good player to have. He's actually, if the discipline was okay, I regret him going to Chelsea. Seeing what he's doing at Chelsea now, I believed we needed someone like that to change our game. We need someone with that technical ability. But if his discipline is an issue, we can't have him because his discipline is an issue. That's what I think about this. I don't know. This is United Uncle. If it was something to comment, which you think I did wrong, which you think I did wrong or I missed, you can just comment. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone who's watching this channel. Shout out to people with the images we use of our brilliant stadium. Everything which we are using on social media, everyone who contributes for us to be able to do this content, we give you a shout out to everyone there. Please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. This is United Uncle. I thank you.